So go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
My name Collab. Exit 42. Finest.
Yeah, I already remember.
Okay. So we got you in here. You know, I've been trying to get with you for a minute. You know, we did do one, and that was on me. I fucked that up.
That if you would have kept that one, that one was the
I know
key.
that was more real. That was more
Yeah.
raw. I still want to get some footage like that though. If you can set something up or you know pull up, you know, I do still want to get some footage like that.
We can make it happen whenever.
Okay, so you know, you pretty much know how it starts. So what was it like for you growing up?
Shit, growing up, just, you know, any typical black kid from the inner city in Tampa. You know, no daddy figure, no father figure, single mama, running around the project. That same type of story. Just my situation was I was like always kind of the youngest one out of my clique, so I ran with a whole bunch of older people. Hung around a whole bunch of older people. That's why I kind of act old. A lot of people tend to say like I act oldest. So that's where I come from, like just being around older people, being raised in the household, my grandma, my granddaddy, stuff like that.
Okay, so you grew up in the projects, you said. What projects was it?
I'm from West Tampa.
West Tampa.
But Oak Village.
Oak Village.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they're near each other, right? For those that don't know.
They cattle corner.
Yeah.
But you know, we tend to, people from Oak Village or the Four-Way, we tend to separate it from West Tampa because like growing up, shit was going through with everybody, like even people in West Tampa. So people from West Tampa ain't want to be affiliated with the Four-Way because we just had so much shit going on. So you know, we just was like, fuck it, they don't want to rock with us, then fuck it, we just by ourselves then.
So I never knew that. That's interesting because I never knew that.
So I ain't got no West Tampa tattoo on me. Like my tattoos don't say West Tampa. They always say Oak Village or the Four-Way. If you ask anybody from Oak Village or the Four-Way, they'll tell you like, I ain't from West Tampa, I'm from Oak Village.
That's interesting because I always thought all that was right.
It's the same, but you know, you gotta be from over there to understand.
Okay.
Everybody wanted our head at one point. Like,
do you know why they wanted your head?
we was just young and just didn't give a fuck for real. Like nobody got like, we ain't spell nobody, family and all. Like, cause you from the West, everybody from the West.
Yeah.
But you know, if your family from the projects and they acting like they with the projects, then they get it too. Shit, you ain't with us against it, so that's where that come from. Though.
That's interesting. I never knew that. That's interesting.
I mean, it's so many like different parts in West Tampa. You know what I'm saying? It's Oak Village, Four-Way, Up Top, Dead End, High Park, Mailbox, Crazy Cut, CMB. Like it's different parts of West Tampa, so everybody don't hang together. Like everybody know each other, but everybody don't hang together. So when it came to beef, like MSP, like when it came to beef and shit like that, it's West Tampa, but who you with? Like I'm from the Four-Way.
Okay.
But when it come to other side, like when it come to another side of town,
it's y'all.
everybody just West Tampa.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. So you say you grew up single mom.
Yeah.
In the household, any siblings?
Yeah. My mama's side, I got one sister. On my daddy's side, I probably got like 8 sisters. One little brother. Yeah, like 8 or 9 sisters.
Okay. So you said dad wasn't around. What was that like?
Like my situation crazy when it like, because everybody, you know, their father figure wasn't there. So I always knew my daddy. Like I stayed with my daddy mama growing up. So I was in my dad mama house, but my dad was always just in the streets, in and out, or in prison.
So that your grandma Val, is it?
That's my mama.
That's your mama.
So I grew up with both of my grandmas.
Oh, you grew up with both of them?
So they used to take turns, like watching me.
Okay.
So I stayed in the house with both of my grandmas.
Okay. Now, I did see you post stuff about your mom hanging out in the streets. Was she?
Oh yeah.
She was like that.
Yeah, my mom was like that. Like anybody like in Tampa, like older, like she was like that.
She was like that.
Yeah. Like her and my daddy was, they're both from the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So dad was like in and out of jail.
Yeah. Stuff
of that nature. Okay. Now, I did see something where you say you and your dad didn't always have the best relationship that you had now.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? Do you know why the relationship wasn't where you know?
Yeah, it was always me.
It was you.
Yeah, it was the fact that, cause I'm a person of like honesty kind of. So like, if you do me wrong, like, and I ask you about it, like, own up to your wrongs. You feel me?
Right.
That's the only way we're gonna be able to move forward.
Right.
If you keep it real and be like, yeah, man, I fucked up, this, that, and that. I'm sorry. All we can do now is move forward. That shit happened in the past.
Right.
And my daddy probably he when I used to write letters, so I got all my letters from my daddy, like from a kid to now. My daddy done did like 6 bids. I still got every letter. Every letter. So my daddy, I guess when I got older, he probably thought that I forgot like those times when I was younger. And one time, like I was young, I asked him like why he wasn't there for me, and he basically kept it G. And I didn't understand it as a kid, because he was like, you know, your mama, she, you know, when I was in prison, she went and got another nigga and had a baby on me. So he was like, that hurted him. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I ain't understand that, but as a father, like I understand that. Like my girl left me while I was in prison, so you know. And I asked him about it when I got older, and he was just like, nah. I'm like, bro, just keep it real, like nah. So he used to always be like, nah, it wasn't never like that. And then one day I just showed him the letter. Like, you remember writing this? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, that's all I wanted to do, keep it real. And he just was like, you know, my bad, man. And ever since then, you're my nigga. Good. Yeah.
That's it. Did he say why he didn't want to say he said that?
I ain't even care to ask him why.
You ain't care to
ask I just wanted him to be like, this what it was. That was on me. Let's move forward. Like, shit, I'm grown. I was already grown. Like, I hadn't been grown. I already had kids and all. Two kids. You know what I'm saying?
So, did you ever think to fix... How long was that? Were you guys, like, apart?
I didn't get cool with my dad until I was, like, 26.
And when did you stop feeling like... When did you stop talking to him more?
Like, I always had that rocky relationship with him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't neither, like, on my... Because I always tell people, like, I'm gonna be alright. I mean, as a man, like, you gonna find your way in life. Right. But my situation, another situation with him was, like, I wanted a better relationship with my sisters, with all of us. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my sisters weren't old as me, or they weren't on the same type of things I was, so. But, you know, it got good. Like, we all good now. Okay,
so you were saying you kind of fought at him for his lack with your siblings more so than you.
Nah, I mean, as I got older, I don't fault him. You feel me? Because I'm a man, I'm a father now, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I get where he came from.
But I'm saying back then, that's what you were feeling.
Back then, I fought that for everything, like shit, everything.
Okay.
He wasn't there.
Okay. So, go ahead.
He good.
Okay, so hanging out like in the projects, what type of things did you guys get into? Aside from the beefing and all that, what kind of things did you guys get into?
Like, people from West Tampa kind of confined to West Tampa. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but it's because we got everything in our neighborhood. Like, we got our own clubs, we got our own liquor stores, we got our own restaurants, island food. We got everything in West Tampa, so we don't never have to leave. So everything we got into was like all really West Tampa things. Like, we really just used to be chilling, man. Okay. Until, you know, we just wanted some money.
Y'all just wanted some money. Okay.
We just wanted some money. We used to drink our bulls, listen to MP3 players, and just chill.
I remember hearing something like that. Y'all were known for drinking bulls.
Oh yeah, on our side of town we drank malt liquor. Like, that's what I started drinking, malt liquor.
What age did you start drinking?
My granddad drank malt liquor. So she used to give me malt liquor as a youngin'. Okay. Like, you know, they started young. Okay. You know, they said kill the worms. So shit, that's how we started on our side of town.
I do remember like that old school saying kill the worms.
I lived with my granddaddy, so he drank malt liquor, so you want some?
Yeah.
Let me get that. So that's how we went.
So, living with your grandparents, what was that like?
At a young age, I didn't like it because they was like so behind in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom and my daddy was in the streets, like they hustled. Like, that was their lifestyle. So they knew about like the latest fashion and stuff. So they always kept us with the latest fashion. But when I'm with my grandma and my granddaddy, they don't know that type of stuff. So they just, you know, shit, this, that, As long as you got food on the table and a roof over your head, you good.
That's all that matters.
So shit, you know, at times at a young age, I really used to be like, damn, I want to go with my mom and my daddy. But as I got older, like that's probably like the best thing that happened to me. Like the fact that they was able to be there.
You feel like that's one of the best things? You feel like you learned a lot?
Yeah. That's why I feel like that's the main problem nowadays, though, is because women having their babies so young and a grandparents so young that they still hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody hanging out together.
Yeah, so in that generation when we was getting born, the grandmas was already older. Mm-hmm. So, you know, if you want to go out and party, just bring me my grandchild. Mm-hmm. But nowadays it's different. Mm-hmm. Like the grandma hanging out, the mama want to hang out. Mm-hmm. So that shit is totally different now. So when I look at it, like that's the best thing probably could have happened to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You saying with your mom living fast the way she was living?
Yeah.
I get that. So losing your grandmother, I know I saw that on online.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
It was hard, but it wasn't hard.
Why do you say that?
Because like my grandma played around with death like a lot. Like she didn't care, and that's kind of how I am for real. Mm-hmm. Like she used to always be like, if I leave this bitch to death tomorrow, this, that, and that. Joke in a jokingly way. You know what I'm saying? So as she got older, like her asthma started getting better, like worse, and she just used to be like, when I die, this what I want. This what I want. Mm-hmm. So you know, she kind of prepared me for it, but just the fact of her not being there was the hard part. You feel me? Because I got kids like that's attached to my grandma. Yeah. So they was the same way I was with my grandma. So I can deal with it, but my kids, like, they still ask questions to this day. They still have dreams. So that'll put me in the mind state when they ask stuff like that. Like, damn, I miss my grandma. Yeah. Like I think about my grandma every day, but you know I can deal with it. But when they going through about it, I just be like, damn. You feel me?
Yeah, that'd be a hard pill to swallow. Like I lost my grandma probably about 20 years ago. That shit still. Yeah. They say it get better, but I don't.
Well, that's the first time in my life ever I like, damn, I might need a girlfriend. Like ever, like my whole life, I never felt like I needed a female.
For real.
Because it was like, shit, anything go wrong with me, I could go talk to my mama.
Yeah.
Like my mama always here for me. But like that was the first time that I couldn't go talk to my mama because she was going through it too. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
So
like
you just need
it was like, damn, who I'm gonna go talk to because shit, I can't talk to her. She really going through it. You feel me? Damn. So I was like, now I might need somebody to talk to. Like,
that's deep.
I might need a girlfriend right now, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So did you find somebody to cope with though? Not like as a girlfriend, but
nah. At that time, I just used to go to the river and just smoke cigars, man, just chill.
Damn. So, I know you lost a couple of friends. Mm-hmm. What is that like? Like, you know, losing friends at a young age, and, you know, y'all grew up together. You know, how do you deal with that?
And that's a lot of my situations be totally different from society. Like, I ain't start losing friends. I was losing friends to prison, chain gang. Like, I've been dealing with that since, you know, I've been writing my daddy since I was a kid. So I always was built for riding with my partners or riding with my daddy being in prison. But I ain't lose friends until like I was in my 20s.
20s?
Like 20s. You know what I'm saying? My first friend I lost to an asthma attack. Like same shit I got. You feel me? So it was hard because these was the people that was really there for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like when there was times where I ain't want to go ask my mom or ask my dad or my grandmother for nothing. Mm-hmm. They was like, fuck it, you ain't gotta go. I got you. You feel me?
Right.
So, you know, those 3 friends that passed away, that shit was like tough on me, for real.
They passed away all in your 20s?
Yeah. All in my 20s. And it was like 2 died like natural kinda. It was only one of them that was like killed.
How was he killed?
He was killed in prison. He got stabbed. Mm-hmm. That shit was tough on me.
That was tough.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like that was tough?
We used to go see him, but he got kids. You know what I'm saying? So still to this day, like seeing his kids, and you know I communicate with his kids' mom and stuff like that. Check on them. And it's just like, damn, I got daughters. You feel me? Like anytime anything like that of that nature, first thing I think about like is their kids. Like, damn, that can be me. You feel me? So just seeing his sons just make that shit like harder. Like, damn, like, these boys ain't gonna never see their daddy again, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Tough.
Did they ever like solve that on how he was killed?
Yeah, they solved it. I think they gave the dudes like an extra 30 years or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you know what it was about?
No.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Getting stabbed in prison. That's crazy.
Rest in peace, my boy Shute.
So I seen a post that you posted about one of your friends taking a gun charge.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate on that situation? What can you tell me about that?
I probably was like 15. So at a young age, when I was younger, it wasn't too many people that can drive from my hood, like our block. It wasn't too many people that can drive, but I was always the one that can drive. So one night we go.
You were 15?
Yeah, I was 15. So we going through it with some people in Tampa, and we go to. They used to always tell us like, "Oh, y'all come such and such place. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." Any airhood always tell us that we're gonna do this one. We drank boys and we like, "Fuck it, we going." Fuck it. We used to say like, "Man, we refuse to get killed by a fuck nigga, so we ain't going." Then everybody get to drinking. Fuck that, we going. They got us fucked. So we mount up. We route up and we go. So we in that bin. We see him. So we fade in that bin. So now we like, fuck it. We're gonna meet them at Gyros. This was, you know, kids.
That was the spot, yeah.
Yeah. So, we in the truck. We deep. I'm driving. So, we see them. And we see them walking. But, I don't know how, like, Vice got on the truck, but they got on the truck. So, as they pull us over, like, I'm trying to ride them, like, because I know, you know, what we got going on. So, I'm trying to ride them. Hit a couple corners, then we pull over. So, first they let us search. So, we like, nah. Oh, you're a minor driving. You're supposed to be a chaperone, you know, with your learner's permit. So, you need a chaperone to be driving anyway. So, we got probable cause of searching. So, we like, damn. They searched that bit. They find like one bullet. Like they find. So the police like, who done this? So everybody like, shit, ain't nobody's. So everybody finna like, fuck it, let's do it. We all like, let's do it. So Snoop like, man, I'm going to jail anyways. Because I'm a convicted felon. I don't even supposed to be around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no ifs and buts about it. I ain't got no business around it. So I'm finna let all y'all just, cause we all young. I ain't finna let all y'all fuck up y'all life when I'm finna go for this anyways. Even if somebody take this gun charge, I'm still going cause I'm around it. It's mine.
Damn.
It's mine, fuck it.
Damn.
So we just sitting like, the fuck? Like, damn.
Damn. That's deep. That would have hit
Took
me.
that bitch, so we like, damn.
That would have hit me. That would have.
The crazy thing is, the good thing is, we went in our truck. The owner of the truck, he had a gun license.
Okay.
So he was able to claim the gun and the bullets.
Okay.
He got through out.
Oh my goodness.
Look how that
Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's what? So the gun charge got thrown out.
Everything got through out.
Damn, boy, y'all got spared. Boy, y'all got spared. That is wild. Damn, at least y'all know y'all got a real one though. Like, at least y'all know he for you.
That boy done did that shit probably like 3 times.
Damn. Damn. So where is he now?
Oh, he in prison right now. He doing a 20-year bid, but he coming home soon. Them boys almost time for them to come home. Boy done did a dub down there.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Since I was like my 11th grade year in high school, them boys got sentenced to 20.
Damn.
Him and Tune, them boys been piping though, man. They got about like 3-4 more.
That's crazy. Whew, that's some time, boy. That's 20 years. That's some time.
I don't even think they was 20.
Damn. Do you talk to them still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Has their mindset changed?
Yeah, they totally different people. Both of them. Like they totally different people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only right that I talk to them.
Yeah.
My shit could have been. I could have been. If it wasn't for them, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and I done had situations like that with not just that older homeboy. It's been multiple homeboys. Like, police hit the block and stone, bitch, find rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody got to go for it. Oh, that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it done been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done been in some wild situations growing up.
So you hung around a lot of OGs. Do you feel like that saved you in a lot of ways?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they older, but they not that many years older.
Not that many years.
Like, they older. Like, they was like me. They was outside early.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, they hung around older people.
Okay.
So, it's like, we probably 4-5 years age gap. But they was older. And it's the same like that with me and my peers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a lot of younger homeboys that call me like they big brother, but I might be 2 years older than them. But it's just like mentally wise older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So
do you feel like, your older homeboys, did they give you some game that you can really like take on with you?
yeah.
Yeah.
My older homeboy, and that's the thing, like I see with a lot of people in different hoods.
Mm-hmm.
Our older homeboys, like they wanted us to get money. They didn't want us to get money, but they wanted us to get money.
I get what you're saying.
But we couldn't. Oh, you ain't go to school, you can't hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't be out here today. Like, you ain't go to school.
Oh,
man,
that's different. I ain't never heard no homeboy do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my homeboys used to come to my high school games and high school, like my football games and basketball games. Like, I look in the crowd, my whole block in this bitch.
So let's get on that. So in high school,
Mm-hmm.
what was that like for you?
High school was like challenging because I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like,
Streets?
yeah. Like, I was doing, on my off time, I was doing street shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in school, I was in school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did good in school,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. But when I was in the streets, I was in the streets. And it was like, I straddled that fence like my whole high school career.
So you had like did you find like a point where you wanted to give up on one or the other? Nah?
Because I loved it, basketball and football.
Uh-huh.
So I knew for a fact the only way I'm gonna play this shit if I'm going to school.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
So you ain't never think about like giving up on the streets either though?
Nah, I love the streets.
So you just like,
Niggas
I got to do both.
Niggas be lying, they be like, I don't look like, no. Bitch, I love the streets. Like, to this day, like, that's where you understood. Like,
Yeah.
that's where you get love. I get love at. Like,
So is that kind of like, you can see why rappers kind of go back to their hoods and still be doing street?
I mean, you gotta think about it. It don't matter how much money you get. You gonna have somebody in your family that's still there.
Still there. Yeah.
Someday you gonna have to come back to that bitch. I remember my grandma told me a long time ago, no matter how much money you get, if you can't buy me a house in West Tampa, I ain't going. So if my grandma still staying in West Tampa, how I'm gonna be living in California, my grandma in West Tampa? I gotta come back to West Tampa.
You got to come back.
So I knew from that day forward I wasn't never leaving West
It's
Tampa.
always gonna be West Tampa.
Still in this bitch. I mean, they're not, but I'm still there though, man.
So you said you played sports in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you were good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever want to go like pro, like play ball?
I did. Early into later in my high school career, early college, I was big on making it. And then once I got to college and seeing like politics and sports, I was like, man, I'm gonna just do what I gotta do, get my degree, and make the best out of it.
What kind of politics? Like, what do you feel?
Like, college ain't, like, sports ain't about winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That shit about, like, booster clubs. Like, if a player parent donate to this team, he gonna play. He can be sorry as hell.
Mm.
So it ain't even about winning. Like, we ain't trying to win. We just trying to play. And hopefully we win, but we gotta play these type of people because they parents dumping so much money into this program.
Interesting.
So it's like those type of situations.
Interesting.
And then make you be like, damn, like I'm better than Buddy, but they got Buddy playing more than me just because his parents do that. Then you know this, like, man, this shit ain't about winning,
real.
man.
Yeah. Damn, I never knew that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the only way you gonna find out is if you talk to somebody that actually been in that actually been there, or you done been there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't gonna be something that's broadcasted. Because then it's gonna be like, damn, I don't want to do that no more. Then
a lot of people gonna get turned.
Yeah, like I don't want to be in that.
Yeah. So what would you say were like your plans to coming out of high school? Was it just sports, or was it college and sports?
Man, no plan.
You had no plans?
I just knew I wasn't coming back to the hood no time soon.
Interesting. You had no plans. You didn't have no plans.
My homeboys just called 20 years, both of them.
Damn.
At one of their sentences, he told me, if I take these 20 years, you go to college. I just knew I wasn't coming right back to the corner. Like, I'm coming back, but not right back.
Right back. Okay.
Like I got shit to go through first.
Okay.
And then I'd be back once I get done doing what I do.
So is that why you went off to school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the real reason I went to college.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Boys called 20 years, man, back to back. And one got offered 20 years. Either take the 20 years or you take it to trial, you lose life sentence. So Snoop asked, what y'all want me to do? So he looked at me and my partner Low, and we like, man, if you take the 20, we might see you again. But it's a good chance we're gonna see you again. And he was like, oh, I take these 20 years, you go to college. Bet.
And
That's how that shit played
good.
out.
That was a good deal though. I mean, not for your boy, but
yeah.
Do y'all think he would have won if he took it to trial? Is that what the fear was?
I don't know, cause they just kept bringing up his priors, so it's a possibility, but that's a chance. That's a risk you're gonna take. You feel me? Do you want to risk that? A life sentence.
So, what were some of your what were some of the experiences that you experienced in going to college? Well, first, before we get into that, what school did you go to?
So when I started off, I went to junior college. My first college was called Mendocino College.
Mm-hmm. Where's that located?
That's in California. Northern Cal. Then I transferred to JUCO where I met one of my partners from the city.
Mm-hmm.
He from my block too. We went to a school called Fresno. I ended up graduating from Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to a school in Oklahoma. Like, people don't know about it. I went to a school in Oklahoma for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I just left that bit.
Why?
Cause they the ones that when they came to going to a 4-year school, they offered the biggest bag. Like they had the most money to offer.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go there.
Like scholarships and stuff?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, like scholarships, but outside of scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm gonna take the biggest bag. So when I get there, I go in the summer, and it just wasn't what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to enroll me in some classes, and I ain't know. And it was damn near, I was damn near finna fail.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they ain't tell me. So I withdrew the class and just came home. Then I went to a school called University of Arkansas at Monticello.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Arkansas.
That's in Arkansas?
Yeah.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, that's the spot. Though.
Cause you like smiling when you said
But I like the Fresno too though.
Mm-hmm.
Fresno. When I went to Mendocino, I had 6 people from Tampa there with me that I knew. And then
they went with all y'all went together?
They was there before me.
Okay.
It was like 3 of them there before me, and then me and like 2 more came.
Okay.
But I knew all of us from the streets. Okay. So like I was good there. And then when I went to Fresno, I was with somebody from my hood.
Mm-hmm.
So I was good there. But Fresno was the spot and Arkansas was the spot.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Arkansas.
Arkansas was
Is that where you got your bachelor's?
Yeah, that's right.
What did you get your bachelor's in?
Communications.
Communications.
With an emphasis in media.
What made you choose that as a major?
I didn't want a PE degree.
So you said you wasn't going to take just a PE degree.
Yeah.
So you wanted with communications. What did you plan on doing with that? Or did you not have any plans?
So I wanted to come home and cover the press for high school football.
Mm-hmm.
Like write newspaper articles, follow up on like high school games after the game, do the stats and stuff like that.
Did you ever look into it? Or?
Interviews and stuff like that. Like
you
this all. Nah, I ain't doing it yet, but I'm starting a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's your podcast gonna be called?
Kicking It with Kel.
Okay. You're gonna be covering sports.
We covering everything.
Everything.
Man.
Like what? Give us a taste.
I'm a honestly interview like people that ain't known in the city, but that I feel noteworthy. Like it's a lot of people that's behind the scenes from Tampa that really put a lot of work back into the city. For like an example, Ricky Saylor, Katie Williams, Pano Rico. Like it's people like that I want to interview. You know what I'm saying? People that ain't bigly like known like by this generation, but they're known by another generation.
What kind of things would you say that they did for the city?
Like Ricky Saylor, he was my coach at Jefferson High School, but he come from West Tampa. He come from the streets. He went to Butte College. He ended up being able to leave Butte and go to a big D1 school, and had a chance to like network with the NFL and making a lot of connections with NFL players. And he got a group called Unsigned Preps, and I was probably one of the first ones that was a part of Unsigned Preps. And that's when you like have probably a troubled past as an athlete, and you ain't got no scholarships. So what he do is the ones from the inner city he push and help to get in college. Like
that's big.
Yeah, so
that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. Okay.
Coach Rick, man, appreciate you.
Okay. So you trying to spread some more positive light back into the city, and you know,
just on a lot of that type of stuff, because it's a lot of people that that go through that and get lost. You know what I'm saying, in the system. Like they play ball and they don't get no scholarships, and they don't get no offers, and they don't know what to turn to. But it's people like him that they probably never heard of and never know who to reach out to get help when it come to getting in college or getting a scholarship.
That's good. That's deep.
So it's people like him that I can put on that platform to where it'll raise awareness to a lot of mothers, that's kids that's going through stuff like that.
That's dope. That's dope. That's good that you brought that up, because like you said, a lot of people don't know about that. So now that's some information that a lot of people can tap into and use. You get what I'm saying? So we appreciate that. So in college, I see that you were in a fraternity.
Most definitely.
So you pledged Alpha.
Yeah, I'm an Alpha.
What made you go with Alpha?
I'm gonna be real. Being from the streets, I ain't gonna shame no other fraternities. But being from the streets, I knew with my appearance and where I come from that I was gonna need real help. Like people that got corporate jobs, like people more in the corporate field. So I didn't want to get in nothing that was like more so ball players, because shit, after football, like I'm gonna need help in the corporate world.
Right.
I'm gonna need brothers in the corporate world.
Right.
So I went to where it was like laid back, like not too much attention calls, and like you can't spot an alpha when you see an alpha. When you see a cute dog, you can spot a cute dog. I was gonna say
when
you spot a kappa, when you see a kappa, you can spot a kappa. But when you see an alpha, you be like, I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
So, I'm one of them type of people that you just, I don't know what he is.
So you felt like that fit your style, your aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get with that. So what can you tell us about the process of joining a fraternity?
It's a lot of pushing you to the limit. It's a lot of brotherhood, Me and my brothers, it was 6 of us on my line. So
line. Some of us don't know, because I don't understand the whole. I don't understand nothing. I hear it, but I don't know what it is.
So when you online, whoever coming in with you that semester, that's your line.
That's your line. Okay.
And they called your line brothers.
Okay.
If you in a sorority, they your LS is your line sisters.
Okay.
So my line, my LBs is 6 of us.
Okay.
So our process, it was tough. All us played football.
Mhm.
So all us had ego problems. And some of us was mentally stronger than other ones. So we had to, and I was the oldest on my line.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of stuff that they was doing that I was like, bro, I don't do this. I ain't on that. And but we got it together. But it's a lot of mind pushing. How far we can get you to go.
What do you mean by mind pushing? Like, what do you mean? Like you saying, like when you're in that process, what is that process called? Like before you like actually get initiated in.
It's just like you online.
You online, okay.
You pledging.
Okay. So what are some things that you do? Because I mean, we see movies. We see the movies.
It ain't nothing like no movies.
It ain't nothing like the movies. They ain't spanking.
No, it ain't nothing like no movies, man.
Making you wear underwear on your head, little stuff like that.
See, and that's the thing. I can't speak for anybody else's process. I can only speak for my process.
Okay.
I can only speak for my chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So like I told when I first got when me and my LBs was online, I let them know like straight up like, hey, we ain't doing nothing that we won't be comfortable with doing in front of our mama. Like that's just how I live. Like I'm not anything that I do. Like I'm gonna be able, I can do it in front of my mama.
Mm-hmm.
Like she gonna be the first one to know. So anything I do, my mama know. So if
like
don't do nothing in front of these niggas, don't do nothing that they tell you to do that you wouldn't do in front of your mama. Like if you let a nigga call you a bitch in front of your mama, no. All right, so don't let him call you a bitch behind closed doors.
Right.
So it was just like we ain't doing nothing that's gonna degrade us as men. You know what I'm saying? Now, if certain people, other people allow that, some people might take it that far, but I don't. In our chapter, we ain't doing that. Like, no,
what's
that's
chapter?
A man. Like, so that's your school.
Uh-huh.
Like, whatever college you go to, like that school is your chapter.
Okay.
So our chapter is called PASA. Mm-hmm. So in our chapter, like, I tell any young dude that's coming in, you're a man first. Like, before you wanted to be an alpha, you wanted to be a man. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how I live. Like,
that's real though.
Before I wanted to do anything, I wanted to be a man. So I'm gonna be a man first. Like I'm not skipping. I want to do this before being a man.
Right.
Like no.
So did you have any fears coming into it? Like were you scared? None.
I was like, my main thing. I used to be like, bro, I ain't stepping. Like we don't do no stepping. Like I'm not clapping my hands. I'm not stomping. I ain't doing none of that. So that was probably like one of my main things. But it's the fact that I really got in it because they give a lot back to the community. Like a lot of community service with kids and stuff like that, and that's the type of stuff that I be on. So
that was my next question. So what are some things that you can gain from joining a fraternity? Networking. Like
all over though. Anywhere you go.
There's like an alpha anywhere.
Anywhere you go.
So it's really like it's really like that.
It's like that. My mama Eastern Star. It's like that. Honestly.
Seriously?
Yeah, anywhere you go, you got some brothers.
For real?
That you can call on. You don't know these people from a can of paint.
And they gonna look out. Because I hear that, but I'm just like, I never actually seen it or experienced it firsthand.
Yeah.
But it's really like that.
So I was traveling one time, and on my book bag, I had this alpha tag. I always have an alpha tag, like, traveling, because you never know who you're gonna run to in your situations in the airport. And one of my flights got canceled, and I had to stay the night. And it was a dude that was working at the hotel, at the kiosk, like with the airline. He was an alpha, and he was like, "Hey, you 6?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Okay." We did our alpha grip, and he just got me on like the next flight. But they were saying like it wasn't no more flights. Like they can't get me on no flights. He got me on the next flight.
So y'all got like a secret handshake?
Yes, it's a brotherhood. It ain't nothing but a secret society. Yeah. Like honestly.
Cause that's what I get. That's the vibes I get. It's like a secret, like mob type, like y'all move militant type. Yeah, like yeah. Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay, but you said you can gain a lot from joining.
Yeah, you can gain a lot.
Would you recommend young men
definitely.
or even
like,
girls?
Yeah, like I wouldn't even. You don't necessarily got to be an alpha. You know what I'm saying? Because at certain schools, it's different. Alphas might not be what what fits you at that school. So go with what fits you. You feel me?
But all of it pretty much has the same system inside.
It's a brotherhood. You feel me?
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's interesting though. Like you never really think of a guy from your caliber would go to school and actually join a fraternity. Like
I used to say to myself, like, damn, bro, like
you really got the full college experience. Like you really went and did it. Like
yeah,
that's dope.
All I knew from like fraternities, I used to like stump the yard. I used to be like, bro, I don't do none of that
For
shit,
real.
Man. But when I got there, it ain't nothing like that. It's nothing like that, like at all.
Did y'all ever have a situation where somebody didn't get accepted? Like, yeah.
It's a lot of people that can't finish it.
Why do you feel like they can't? Is it a mental thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And physical, like working out and stuff like that. A lot of people,
they make you work out.
Like you work out, like it. A lot of people can't. You know what I'm saying? But we was all athletes, so
that was for you.
Yeah, that wasn't nothing. You feel me? The working out part. But a lot of people can't do that stuff. A lot of people can't deal with other people. You feel me? You talking about 6 grown men that's playing football. That's hard. Imagine, and that's our line. But it's some lines where it be like 50 girls.
Damn.
I done seen lines of 100 girls.
Damn.
Like, how the hell you finna deal with all these? Like, I can't deal with all these people that's alone, man.
So you and your line, y'all gotta stick together.
Yeah, that's them like your brothers.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like my kids know them. Like my kids know my brothers.
That's so all y'all y'all still.
Most definitely.
Okay.
We went through a process. That made us trust one another, like bond, like a real brotherhood.
That's dope.
So we played football already, so we already knew each other. We already bonded on the football field. Then off the football field, like
just deeper.
Yeah.
That's dope. So now you graduated from Arkansas, you say, right?
Yeah.
Now after graduation, what are we doing now? What are you doing after graduation?
After graduation, I come home.
You come home?
Yeah.
What made you come home?
I got daughters at the crib. So
you got daughters? Yeah. So how many kids do you have?
I got 2 daughters.
2 daughters. Okay. Okay. So you got 2 little girls. How old are they?
I got 2 daughters. I got an 11-year-old and I got a 9-year-old. But I also got a goddaughter. So when people was asking about the 3rd child, that's my goddaughter. But the thing is, I don't like singling her. I'm not gonna single her out. So like to the world, I'll never be like, oh, this is my goddaughter. Like, nah, that's my baby. Like, cause I take care of her as if she my child. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how that come. Like, from day one, like that's my baby though.
Okay, just to clarify that.
That's where that 3rd child come
because
from.
everybody like, oh, you know that mystery child.
Nah, man.
They beat my DM.
And she just turned 8 today, man.
Yeah, so
that's my baby though.
Okay, so you got 2 girls and a godchild. So you came home for your babies?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like being away from them?
It was hard. Like my youngest baby, that's the one like attached to me. That's the one that lived with me. She just used to call me crying like every other day. Like, I want you to come home. You said you'll be home. So once I was done, I told her once I'm done with school, like I'm gonna come home. So I came home. And I came home, and I was like, I started working. It's the first time I ever had a job.
Really?
Yeah.
What made you get a job?
Shit, I was trying to do the right thing.
That's good.
Like school-wise, like I just got my college degree, try to put this bit to use. So I came home and, I got my first job. I probably was like 24, something like that.
What were you working at?
I worked overnight at Publix.
Publix?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, that's my, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It wasn't necessarily about, none of my jobs was necessarily about the money. It was more so keeping me on a schedule, keeping me out of the way, keeping me out of the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
It was never like about them. Like I could manage money. Like just keep me on a path where I know what I gotta do every day and what I don't gotta do, and that's gonna keep me away from being in the streets or doing, you know what I'm saying, getting in the shit. So that's why I keep a little job here and there.
That's good though. That's a good mindset to have, because it's easy to fall back.
Yeah,
it's easy to backtrack and just, it's easy to, and then it's easy. So that's dope though. That's good.
Yeah.
So you're home now. I saw when you were going through your year in white. I saw you post about that.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that? I really thought, that's when I really was like, this is so interesting. I'm like, I wonder, is he really fought to do this? Like,
yeah.
And can you, like, what was that like mentally and everything? What was that like?
Shit, when you gotta do it, you gotta do it. You feel me? Like, this is what it is. And it's like, like I try to tell people, it's just like any other religion. They have a rebirth stage. And our spirituality, that's just our rebirth stage. But the difference is we come home with a set of rules and some guidelines, and we gonna honor that day. So, when we get reborn, we come home as a newborn, as a newborn. So that's why I had to, cut my hair, stuff like that.
So you had to start all over.
I was a newborn. You ain't never seen a newborn with dreads. So yeah, I cut my hair, start fresh, a whole new start.
I saw you used to eat on the floor. Was that one of the?
Yeah.
So what were the rules that you had?
That's one of the rules. Eating on the floor.
Like,
it's a couple basic rules that you can look up online, but it's way more into depth that ain't gonna be in there. But the basic rules: eating on the floor, eating with a spoon. Everything with a spoon.
Yeah, everything with a spoon.
Eating from the same cup, same bowl, from that same spoon.
For a year?
Same plate for a year. So wherever you go, you take these dishes with you. You don't eat on the table. You take your mat, and that's where you eat at.
So you didn't eat out, I'm assuming.
Can't eat out.
Can't eat out.
Can't do no hand to hand. Like,
what
I can't shake no hands.
Okay.
Only hands I can shake hand to hand with is a child. Children are pure.
That's interesting.
Children pure, so they don't got no negative energy, so you can hand to hand with a child.
So they feel like the hand to hand, you might exchange some bad.
It do. I mean, most people that you go through it with, you end up shook their hand before.
Okay. So it's like they don't want to transfer.
No bad energy. So you ain't eating off nobody else's spoon. It's your spoon. Ain't nobody put this spoon in their mouth. It's your spoon. Bowl, same thing.
The mirror thing.
No
you
sex.
Can't see. No sex. For a year, you had to go a year without sex.
Hey, man. Yeah.
Like you. Okay. You say no sex. Can you?
If you got a wife or you got a girlfriend, yeah. But like not just no recreation. Like you just can't be doing you like.
Okay. So if you had somebody.
Yeah, if you got a significant other, they make. But yeah, that's.
Was it like a limit, or you were free to go?
I ain't had no significant other, so I ain't even get into that situation to even find out. But I would say it's a limit.
Was that hard?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, your mind be on so much other stuff at the time, like, you feel me? That ain't even where it's at.
Okay, that's interesting.
But it's a test. Like, all it is, honestly, is you learn yourself. That's that whole thing, that whole process. You getting time by yourself and you learning yourself.
That's interesting though.
Because everything you doing is gonna make you think.
Yeah.
When you sitting on the table, 9 times out of 10 you probably on your phone watching TV. When you sitting on that floor, you eating, like, you thankful for this food. You know what I'm saying? As a child, when you got a child, you got a 3-year-old child, you don't sit them at a table. Sit on the floor.
Okay.
What you give a child to eat with? A spoon. It's the same thing.
That's that's deep. Okay.
Same thing.
Okay.
When you buy a baby bowls and cups and stuff, you buy them their own separate ones. You don't get them an adult bowl or an adult cup. They got their own cup, their own bowl, their own type of spoon.
That's that.
So you know.
Was it hard for you though?
It wasn't hard for me. It was more so hard for my children because I couldn't do the stuff that I was usually doing.
Like what?
As far as like taking them out places and just.
You had to limit your.
Yeah, kinda. You know what I'm saying? And I could have, honestly, like I could have got the okay, but it was just more so, you know, that's gonna teach my children structure too, because I ain't gonna always be here. Sometimes you just gonna have to go without. You know what I'm saying?
That's an interesting way to think of that.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Now, is it true that you can't see yourself within that time?
No, yeah, you can't see yourself.
So, how is that? Like, you don't even know what you look like for a year?
You'll find out what you look like. Somebody gonna tell you. Just think about it. If I walked up on you with all white on, what you gonna say? Boy, you look like an angel. Boy, you look like a ghost. So you may not physically see yourself, but that's what it's about. It's about how other people see you, like how they see you now, not how they used to see you. Like, damn, boy, you look like it's a homeless dude in my hood right now. Still be asking me, man, when you gonna put all that all white back on, man? I like to see you like that. Still, and that was 3 years ago, going on 4 years ago.
Damn, that y'all. Can I ask who thought of this? Like, where did this
it's a
concept come from?
It's a spirituality.
Is it something that's been going on?
It's an African spirituality.
It's African.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Santeria.
I ain't been trying to.
It came through the slave trade. So
how did you get introduced?
I got family members that was always in it. I got like my grandma was deep in it. So I always know about it. But it's just, you know, I was always told, don't play with it until you actually don't take it serious.
Why do they say that?
Because it's real.
Somebody was like, ask you about it, but they was like, oh, I hope you don't get scared.
They hope that I don't get scared?
Me.
Oh.
It's like, depending on what he tells you, I hope it doesn't scare you. And I'm like, well, what do you mean by scare me? Because every time somebody kind of brings that up, they always be like, oh, you might get scared. And I'm like, get scared? Because I'm nosy. I'm not even going to lie. I like to dig and dig and dig. So they're like, because I had a girl when I was working, she was involved in it. And I would ask her certain questions. She was like, I just don't know because I don't want to creep you out. And I'm just like, what do you mean, creep me out?
It's a ancestry spirituality. So we believe in our ancestors. So you're not praying to somebody like you never kind of seen. Like, you build altars for your grandparents and great grandparents that you done met.
When you say altars, what is an altar?
So an altar is basically like an altar like in a church, like a praying. You know what I'm saying? You know.
You
like
say you build it though.
Yeah, you can. So when somebody passed away, you know, like my grandma. So my grandma altar, it's a picture of my grandma. It's all the type of things that my grandma liked. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically you feed. Like when you eat, you give her food, you give her water. So it's like a spiritual, it's an ancestry, like spirituality.
So you like praying to your grandmother?
To your grandma.
Do you ever get like
a feedback? Do you get feedback? Yeah, you most definitely gonna get feedback.
Seriously?
If you're not scared.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Have you gotten feedback?
Most definitely. Like,
can you tell me what kind?
You get feedback, man. It ain't. It's. You get feedback.
You know what tell me? I need to know what type of feedback. Like, is it like kind of like on some advice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like knowing right from wrong.
No, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure you stay on the right path.
Now, is your grandmother the only altar you built?
Nah, I got
yeah. For who?
My homeboys that died.
Do you get feedback from them too? Really?
Yeah, you can. You can get feedback. If you asking for feedback, but
so you have to ask.
No, if you asking them like questions, that you'll get answers. You know what I'm saying, that's with anything.
Do it come in a certain way or?
Come in all different type of ways.
Is it like a dream or like?
It's real life.
It's real life.
Yeah.
Okay. People be making me feel like it's like spirits about to rise up or something and you should doing this. Like, it's possible. Like, have you had something like that? Like, has that happened?
Hey, man. The next time my spirituality have a thumb ball, I'm gonna invite you and you can come see like how it is. It's like a drumming, like a celebration.
Okay.
And you'll be able to see you'll be able to answer these type of questions for yourself. Like, alright, I seen this by myself. Like, I don't want to tell you nothing that you be like, I'm gonna believe it. Like, nah, like no matter what I tell you, I still want you to see for yourself. Like, go check that shit out yourself.
I've been intrigued by it for a while, but like I said, I'm kind of, I don't know. And then it's like, I'm the type of person, it's hard to get me to believe in something. Like,
yeah, I ain't trying to get you.
No, I ain't saying it like that, but it just, with religion and spirit, I just be.
See, that's the thing. Honestly, like I tell people, I ain't trying to get you to believe in nothing. You know what I'm saying? But just the only way you gonna be able to understand like the way we move and why we move
is if
you take the time to come and figure it out on your own.
Okay.
I can sit here and feed you anything. I can tell you you don't never know if it's real or not.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't alter your beliefs.
Right.
You just, as a friend, I'm coming with you. Like, that's like if you invited me to your child baptism, I'm gonna be like, nah, I ain't coming because I ain't Christian. Like, nah, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? That, whatever y'all, that ain't gonna alter my beliefs. I'm gonna still come for support because you my partner.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's like, just see it for yourself. You ain't gotta change your beliefs. We ain't trying to change your beliefs.
No. I ain't saying change. I don't even have beliefs.
No, I'm just saying, like, people, like I just don't understand why nobody likes to take initiative to listen to somebody else's beliefs. Like, it don't matter what you believe in. Yeah, like, it don't matter what you believe in. Like,
that's that woo stuff. Like,
yeah.
Do y'all practice woo?
Voodoo is his own religion. That's not our religion.
That's not your religion.
Like, people always say voodoo as in it's just like a thing to do. Like, that's a real. That's a spirituality. That's a real spirituality.
So that's a whole.
That's a whole different spirituality. That's not our spirituality. You feel me?
Okay. So, can you ask your altar for stuff and then they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you asking.
So, like, let's say you ask for like something tangible. Would it come to you, or is it not like that?
So we don't ask for those type of things.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We ask for things that's gonna help us mentally, emotionally, stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We not asking for, hey, I need help with making ends meet. With
that's what I'm like. You can ask for $1 million, it's gonna come.
But if you ain't got a good mental or good health, how you gonna ask for $1 million? Yeah, that might die tomorrow. You just ask for $1 million. You ain't even ask for you to be alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's why I'm asking, because a lot of people be feeling like you get what I'm saying? Like, they feel like it's one of those type of things.
I ask for it and they gonna get like magic.
Yeah.
Like,
no
magic.
Yeah.
It ain't magic. Like, hell. If that was the case, I would have been rich. I always say it, but they say if prayer can move mountains, I'd be rich in the morning.
So, with your spirituality, what is it that you guys do or don't believe in? Like, what is actually the beliefs of your spirituality?
We believe in it's an ancestry, like the Orishas. Yeah.
So
we believe in nature. We believe in everything with nature. We believe that everything in nature. Everything put here on this earth to help mankind evolve.
And when you say you believe
animals, in it, like we believe in trees, we believe in dirt, we believe in grass, all those elements to earth that helps mankind evolve. So
I seen you say something about the volcanoes.
Oh yeah. When I was in high school, I ended up wanting to go to Africa for my 30th birthday, but I really wanted, my time that I go to Africa, I wanted to take my daughters. I wanted my daughters to be there to, witness that. So I just ain't go because one of my daughters ain't got her passport yet.
Okay.
My youngest one got her passport, so I ain't want to just go and then
not have both of them.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna make it worth the while. I wanted to see the Northern Lights, so that's why I went to Iceland.
Okay. You had a good vacation?
It was nice.
It was nice. Yeah.
Nice weather.
How many places can you say you've been? You do a lot of traveling. How do you afford that? Like, you be on go like every other week.
Hey, man. Save your money, it might save you one day.
Hey, that's a good saying.
I probably done been, I don't know how many countries I done been to. My passport almost full though.
Somebody asked that. They said, is it almost full?
It's almost full. I probably got like 3-4 more pages.
Damn.
And I'd be done with it. And I got my passport in 2015.
Damn. So that's like 6?
Yeah, like 6 years. Yeah.
Damn. So you're gonna have to get a new one once it fills?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well, that'll put a pause on it, I guess. 'Cause you ain't slacking. You ain't slacking.
Man,
What's your favorite spot?
I spent a month in Cuba.
In Cuba?
Yeah, almost a month in Cuba. That's when I did my initiation in my spirituality.
What's an initiation?
Like when I got reborn, basically the process of me being reborn, doing my year in white. I went to Cuba for it.
Now, when I remember you seeing a post and you were like thanking people for like, you know, respecting your boundaries with that. What were some boundaries that others had with you that they couldn't do with you that I seen? I don't remember exactly what it was. I just remember seeing it and I was like, it's 2 people that I thank the most when it come to that, and that's both of my kids' mama. You know what I'm saying? Because they not in my spirituality, so they don't know, but they respected it. It was a lot of things that I did with my kids that I had to slow up on doing, like I couldn't do, and you know, they didn't make it a problem. Like, oh, that ain't got nothing to do with her, or why she gotta feel this, because that's what they ain't do none of that. You know, they was just like, bet, like, all right. Like, that's respect.
So you know, like when it came to that, those like the 2 people that I big up the most for real, because they ain't make it hard. Like whatever I said, hey man, I can't do this right now. Like they was like, okay.
That's respect.
Hey, can you get her? I can't come out and handle that. I'm handling something right now. Alright, got you.
That's respect.
So that's why I say I appreciate them 2 the most in that time frame when I went through that.
That's respect. That's respect.
Yeah, man.
Now, speaking of kids.
I want a lot of kids. I want all daughters.
So you want more kids?
I want all daughters.
Okay, so that clears it.
I want all daughters. I want a lot of daughters.
That clears it.
Without the mama though. Just have the baby and just give me. We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. We don't need no help. I ain't calling for nothing. I don't need nothing. I don't need. Just whenever her little cycle thing come on, then you could come around. But just have the baby and give me the baby. We gonna be alright.
Now, can you naturally conceive one? That's what they're...
Oh, yeah. I can make a lot of kids. I don't know why they... So, I wanted to, but...
You didn't go through...
Not yet. I got some more to make.
Okay.
I don't know when, but...
The next thing I want to discuss... what is your diet?
I'm a pescatarian.
What is that?
I eat shellfish and fish, but I don't eat all fish. Like I don't eat tilapia. I don't eat a lot of I don't eat bullshit fish, basically. I don't eat bullshit fish.
Damn, so I only eat the bullshit. Damn. Only fish I eat is tilapia.
I don't eat bullshit fish, man.
Damn.
It's laws on tilapia.
It is?
Yeah, you can't.
I hear it a lot.
You can't throw that shit back. They don't want you to put it back in the water.
Really?
Yeah, it's a law.
What do you know why?
Shit, I don't think it's a real fish. Yeah.
I hear
I ain't
rumors
never
saying
seen
that
nobody-
it's man-made and
Yeah.
all that.
I ain't never seen nobody burn it. I ain't never see it burn.
What do you mean by burn?
Burn, like burnt. Like I don't think it could fuck tilapia up. Like
For
it
real?
just draw up. It don't burn.
You gotta have me go set some
I
tilapia on fire.
Nah. I'm just saying, just cook that bitch and see how to do. Like cook it all the way through.
Just let it keep cooking.
That just gonna draw up.
Like shrimp.
Yeah. It's just bullshit fish. Catfish, I don't eat that shit either.
You don't eat catfish?
Nah, I don't eat what else? I don't eat no perch. I don't eat none of that.
What about mullet?
I fuck with mullet.
You fuck with mullet?
Mullet a vegetarian fish. You can't catch mullet with a pole. You gotta use a net because you can't put lettuce on a pole.
And throw
So
it
it's a
out there.
vegetarian fish.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
fuck with mullet. That's my shit down.
Now, what made you take that route to become a pescatarian?
Traveling. And my university I went to is like one of the biggest schools for agriculture. It's the biggest school in Arkansas for sure for agriculture. And then traveling, I went to Dominican Republic one time, and we ordered chicken, and it was like this big. And my partner Nigel just kept asking the people like, "Why y'all getting us this last bit of chicken for?" And the dude was just like, "You don't see the chicken? Like they grown chickens like that big, but you get over here, the grown chicken like this big,
Right.
just steroided." I got terrible asthma, so I was like, let me see. And I was playing ball. I was in college, so I was playing ball at the time. And I was like, let me see if I cut back on it, if I lose bulkiness and how I breathe. And I just cut it cold turkey, and it did me good justice.
For your asthma?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's why I cut it out.
So you cut out chicken?
I cut out chicken, turkey, beef,
Everything.
all that shit. Pork,
Just fish.
fish.
That's an interesting. That's an
Yeah.
interesting. So over there, they don't steroid their fish. I mean, their chicken.
Yeah, they don't steroid their chicken.
Okay.
It's small. And if you go out of the country, if you just pay attention to the food, it's a totally different taste. It's a totally different taste, totally different size.
Well, I don't travel out the country because I'm a picky eater, but I mean, I'm going to Mexico. What can you tell me about Mexico?
Mexico got the best tequila.
I need
Best
food.
tequila, man.
I feel like I'm about to go over here and starve.
Nah, they got a lot of good shit.
They got a lot of
what
good
part
food.
of Mexico?
We're going to Cancun and Tulum.
Okay. Go to a place called Taboo.
Taboo?
Yeah,
Okay,
like a restaurant called Taboo.
Okay. I'm going to try that out. I'm
You
going to
ain't
try
be
that
jumping.
out. Because I'm thinking I'm about to die over here.
Nah, they got a lot of good food though.
They do?
Yeah.
Tacos? Because that's
No,
what
they
made
got
me...
seafood and stuff too.
Seafood? Okay. Now my next question in regards to your diet. Your drinking habit.
Yeah.
So how did that start for you?
I don't smoke. I don't pop pills. I don't do none of that. So it's just when we started drinking in like 2009. Me and my brother Lo, we started drinking, and he ended up catching a case, and he had got put on probation, so he had to stop. But I kept drinking, but it had you feeling good, like it put you in a different element.
Like what? What do you mean? Like mentally?
Yeah, but me personally, it just put me in an artistic stage of my life. Like, so when I drink, that's when I paint, or that's when I journal, like write, or stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
it puts you in your zone, kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you afraid, like, of the stories that you hear? Like, no.
No, because most of the stories, them people be mixing the drugs. I don't do the other drugs. Like most people that drink, they gonna pop pills or they gonna smoke weed. I don't do those type of drugs.
So you're just straight.
Yeah, that's the only drug I do.
Oh, okay. So is that why you feel it's safer for you than?
Nah, I wouldn't advise nobody to do it.
You wouldn't?
Nah, because there's a lot of stuff that I can handle that a lot of people probably can't handle. Like, I never had no withdrawals. I never had no seizures. I never had none of that.
So that was my next question.
But a lot of people do because they mix it with stuff. Not saying that they, like, all right, since I ain't mixing it, I ain't gonna never. Like, nah, that ain't the case. But
you're just saying for you, it hasn't been one of those.
Yeah, that ain't. But I also know how to take care of my body. Like, I don't smoke or drink every day. Like, I do drink water. I flush my kidneys. Like, if I drink lean in the morning when I get up, I'm gonna drink water, flush my kidneys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
you balance it basically.
I don't drink it every day though.
People because you have like flawless skin, and it's like people they look crazy. They look like crazy. How do you keep your skin like that? That's my next question. How do you keep it? Is it your diet?
I don't know. My skin always been like this though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't put stuff on either. Like, I don't put no lotions on, none of that.
You don't?
Like, nah.
No oils, no nothing?
Nah.
You don't get ashy?
If I do put lotion on, it'll be like baby lotion. I put eczema lotion on, even though I don't got eczema. But if I put it on it, that's what it'll be.
Okay.
But in my face, I just put water. Like, I ain't putting nothing in my, because it'll break my face out.
Okay.
So I don't put nothing on.
Okay. So now we're about to get into, like, what we have going on now and today. So what is Love up to in today's time as far as, like, are you working? I know you got a couple businesses. Where you at with it?
Man, I'm all over the place with it. I got.
We see that you everywhere.
I got the pajama line.
Rich people pajamas.
Yeah, I got rich people pajamas going on. Differently bred with the dogs. We got What the 5 coming out with me and my partners. We got Bell None. I got the Kicking It With Care podcast coming. We also got a thing with Don'ts and Dogs with the cars. I just got a lot of
Okay, you busy.
Stuff. Yeah.
So now, what made you do the collab with the Rich People Pajamas?
So we was been supposed to did it like 3 years ago. I had been got the logos. Those logos were made 4 years ago.
Really?
And we were supposed to did it, but I started my year in white. So when I started my year in white, it kind of felt like I was like, man, I can't take pictures and stuff like that. So, we're gonna push it back. But in the middle of my year in white, I ended up moving back to Arkansas. So we kind of like kind of fell off with it. But then, like, as of recently, like, we got back on it. Like, hey, was you ready to do it? She's like, yeah, made it happen.
Okay. They dope now. I ain't gonna lie, they dope. I have been looking at the pajamas. I've been seeing it, and I never knew who was behind that.
Yeah.
So that was interesting when she came, and I'm like, oh, that's you, huh? That's her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those are dope. That's a dope collab. I really like that. Now the Bear None, I got some when you first dropped it, but it seems like you ain't dropping it again. Like,
so
what happened?
I've been tied up, having a lot of stuff going on. And then the thing was with the Bear None, we wanted to make a website. Me and E wanted to make a website. So we didn't have to be so much in and out, because it was taking time from my personal life going to make stuff. But, me and E went to school in California. So we both, like, got a lot of, connections and business adventures that we still into with people from California. So we both be traveling and stuff like that, and him moving and me moving, but we still talk on the regular though. So
are y'all gonna drop something for the streets? Because it's like every day you in Bear None.
It's coming, man.
It's like, when the streets gonna get it.
It's coming, man.
You saving it all for yourself.
I got you. We gonna make it happen.
I see you got is this your kennel business on
yeah, I got the.
Are you starting that too?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to start it for people. But for sure, anybody that like purchase or do dealings with me with the dogs, they most definitely get
Okay, now that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So with the dogs, what made you start the dog business? What?
My partner Rico, like, he was like, man, bro, let's invest in, cause he already had dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I used to make jokes about him, about the dogs, like, bro, fuck them dogs. Like, we'll be at Green Lemon, we taking shots, he'd be like, oh shit, I forgot to feed the dogs. Man, bro, fuck them dogs. Like, no, I'll be back. You feel me? But he used to always be like, bro, you need to get you a dog. And I used to always tell him, like, bro, if I get a dog, I want a dog as a pet. So when I bought my first dog, I was like, well, that bitch costed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I might as well get my money back. Like I told you. And it went from there. Nah, I drop a dog. I take a dog to Atlanta tomorrow, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a lucrative?
Good money.
Good money?
Great money.
Great money? Yeah, we about to start. you like, yeah, let me get a dog.
Great money, man. Honestly, like, if you know what you're doing, you know what you got the right cook up, you can make it.
Is it something that's hard to do, or?
It's patience. It take patience. It take the eye for certain things, or networking. Probably like the number one thing, networking. If you ain't networking, it's gonna be hard for you
To get them off.
Yeah. Not even to get them off, but just being in connections, because you may have a female dog, but you may want to hit your female dog with Johnny, them male dog.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know Johnny, or nobody don't know Johnny might tax you for the sperm for that dog.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Some dogs, sperm, they got 10 grand for some sperm.
Really?
Yeah, 7 grand. 8 grand for some sperm.
For some sperm?
Shit, that's gonna take 5 minutes. So if you got a good male dog in 5 minutes, you can make 7 grand. Like,
what makes it a good dog? What is it?
It depends on who the breeder is, what you breeding for. Foundation, or you just breeding for money? Structure, color, DNA, blood, like, it depend on what's.
For some sperm?
Man, I know some sperm, 20 grand.
20 grand?
Some sperm.
Dogs that?
For some sperm. But if your female take and she drop, you
gonna make it.
You gonna make it. You gonna be alright.
It be worth it?
Yeah. Me personally, I ain't spending no 20 on no. Hell no, I ain't spending no dub on no sperm.
So if your female don't take it, then what? You just out of it?
Nah. They'll honor the stud. They'll repeat it.
Okay.
Like whenever she come back and heat, they should.
So it's a certain time where you have to.
Just like a female. When a female bleed, they check the levels and see when she ovulate, when it's best to put the sperm in her. And
now, do they actually mate, or is it?
They can mate, but it's the best way for them. The healthier way for them is to insemination. Yeah.
Okay. So you got the dogs, you got the clothing line, you got the podcast. You just all over the place. Passport field.
I'm trying to help my daughters. One of my daughters started her business, some sunglasses business.
Okay.
And I'm trying to help my youngest daughter. She wanted to start a lip gloss business, but I don't let them wear lip gloss. So
why not?
I just feel like they kids. That's something that grown people do. I'm gonna let my kids be kids as long as they can. Okay. I know what it's like to be a child making grown people decisions. Mm-hmm. Like that shit was hard. So if my kids ain't gotta go through that, I ain't gonna put them through that. I'm gonna let them be kids.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So they don't want no weave, they don't want no purses, no nail polish. Like my kids don't do none. They don't do none of that. People be like, bro, you tough on them, but shit, I'd rather be tough on my kids than somebody else.
So, at what age do you feel you're gonna allow them to do it?
My oldest daughter, she like 11, so probably this year she'll be able to, wear like a little bag, something like that. And those just my babies. Now I don't want my baby to be growing up on me like that. She might wear a little bag.
She might get wear a bag. She might get
some clear polish or something.
Okay.
Transition them to start getting into that field.
Okay. You got girls. You ready for that?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I got a daughter, and man.
How old she is?
Man, she 11.
She tough?
Shoot.
She tough?
Yeah, it's just like, you know, they start to feel themselves, and I'm mom, so with dad it's a breeze. Like, dad don't get no problems, dad don't get no
so that's why I be okay.
Yeah, cool. So you gonna be good.
But mine stay with me too though, so
I still be feeling like, cause even with me, I was a daddy's girl. No matter what, my dad ain't do no wrong. So you gonna be alright. It's the mom.
But I'm saying, like, I would think that I catch most of it because she stay with me.
Yeah, but for some reason, girls don't give it to you like they give it to mom. They ain't gonna give it to you like they give it to mom.
That's why I say I need all daughters.
I promise you.
I don't want no
now,
sons.
son, it probably be in reverse, but your daughter ain't gonna. I highly doubt you, because I live with my dad, and I guarantee you, I ain't give my dad. It ain't even that I ain't give him. Not even. He wasn't even fully aware. I'm gonna say he wasn't even aware of certain things. I'm gonna say because he wasn't a female, so I don't think he even knew a lot. But you might be more aware than my dad was.
Yeah.
But I still don't feel like you'll get it like a mom.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Daughters is it's a trip. It's a trip. But now you mentioned about what the five. Is that with the Fab Five?
That's most definitely the
infamous
Fab
Five.
That's the Fab Five, man.
Yeah, I'll be painting the town red, having everybody passed out drunk.
Oh man, December 19th is going down again. Sag Bash, man.
Where y'all having the Sag Bash?
Status. This year we had Status.
Okay. So, who is the Fab Five, and how did y'all get that name?
It's Booney, Rico, Nels, me, and Slick.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to school with Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson, like, from day one, like, I met Nelson at Plant High School.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him ran track, played football together. He went to Mendocino College. He a year older than me.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up following up and going to Mendocino College with him.
Okay.
So I spent high school, my last year in high school, and my first year and a half with Nelson in college.
Mm-hmm.
And he older than me, so it was like more like a big brother, little brother. And he was way more mature than me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He was way more mature than me, because I used to be like, bro, fuck this shit, bro. Let's go home. He's like, nah, bro, we ain't going home. We got shit to handle. Like, he was that to me. Like,
mm-hmm.
I'm not letting you go home. Like, boy, fuck home.
So you want to go home?
I used to be like, bro, let's go home, bro. Like, this shit here crazy, man. This shit different. Let's go home. He's like, nah, bro, we got shit to do. We'll go home one day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, he'll know when I'm in that mood, and he'll be like, man, let's go do such and such, and we'll go do that and get my mind off it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was that to me, and it translated to us coming home. And he also one of them players that Ricky Saylor was up under Ricky Saylor as an unsigned prep. So we both was unsigned prep. But it ended up translating into coming home to hanging with him.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came home, I knew either I'm in the streets or I'm gonna hang with somebody that's on the same shit I'm with.
Mm-hmm.
So I started like hanging with him more.
Mm-hmm.
And so all them from Port Temple, all them. So they all grew up together.
Okay.
So when I was in college, when me and Nelson was in college, Slick, which is the youngest one, he was still at Robinson High School playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
But he was finna come to our college. So Nelson was leaving, and it was just me. And there was another dude from they hood named Marco. So Slick used to call us, and, you know, we talked to the coach or whatever. So I had already formed a relationship with Slick.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came home, then it was me, Slick, and Nelson. We used to go to Wet Willie's.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we started off. Before Green Lemon, it was Wet Willie's. We was here Wet Willie's every Friday. And when Bell Nunn came along, Booney had hit me one time. It was like, hey, I want to buy a shirt. I ain't know Boone. I knew Boone, but I knew Boone through somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I never like knew Boone like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he wanted to buy a shirt. He bought a shirt, and then he hit me again another time. Like, he wanted to buy a shirt, but this time on his birthday. It was his birthday, so he was like, man, it's my birthday. I'm finna go do this. you slide through. So I'm like, your birthday? Like, yeah. I'm like, bro, you don't owe me nothing. Keep the shirt. He was just like, bro, like, niggas don't do shit like that. Like, I appreciate it. So me and him formed a relationship after that. He ended up getting married. He invited me to his wedding. I was in my year in white. So he invited me to his wedding. And that was like, so now I know Nelson cousin Boone and I know Nelson cousin Slick. So now when I go to the wedding, I'm late. I'm later than the bit. Boom. When I jump out the car, I see another car sliding that bit. They late. It's Rico. So now me and Rico running in that bitch. Now this time, I was probably one of the first young niggas with like one of them Q50s in the city. Rico had one too. So when Rico saying like, boy, that bitch clean. So we running to the wedding, talking about the car. So we sit next to each other. So now me, we chopping it up. But at this wedding, now we all getting fucked up. we all at the same table and all. And from that day forward, like, should have just been all five of us.
That's interesting. That's an interesting connect. Yeah, that's an interesting connect.
So they all cousins. All four of them cousins. They all from Port Temple.
Okay.
I'm the only one from West Temple.
You're the only one from West Temple. Yeah. So you like the little outsider, but
like
you fit in though.
Yeah, one of them bros.
Okay, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So y'all just get together and.
No, like that's on a regular. Like we on a regular. Like we call and check in. Like, hey boy, you good? Like that's on a regular. In the morning time, yeah, y'all alive. How y'all doing? Bitch, how the kids doing? How your girl?
So
like
you
your wife?
Kind of out here building brotherhoods in all ways and.
Like, and that's the crazy thing. Like I tell people, in my life, I got stages of my life. Like I remember my life from stages, from 0, like 1 to 10, from 10 to 20, from like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got brothers from childhood, then I got brothers from my teens, I got brothers from my 20s. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got college brothers, stuff like that. Like I always made relationships, you know what I'm saying, with good people, like Kevin G.
Part of the segment, because I'm pretty much out of questions. You answered everything I pretty much had, you know. Now I do want to know about some influences and things of that nature, any regrets, but we're gonna ask you that at the end, give you a little shout out to the, you know, to the youth and things of that nature. So it's time to get a little on the Rockies.
Instagram-ish.
This the portion. This the feed the people portion. I'm gonna start calling that the feed the people. So the people want to know a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of go through the list a little bit here. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing.
Hey, listen. Before you ask these questions, y'all remember, I did go to college. I majored in communications. I'm getting my master's degree in communications. So your question gonna get answered. It might not get answered the way you want to answer, but it's gonna be answered. You hear me?
He's a man with a lot of sense and a lot of.
I just look dumb.
So the first one was, is he really clipped? And you already clarified that one. That she was speaking in terms of the vasectomy.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna skip over these, but a lot of women pretty much are just lusting for you. A few of them ask you to marry them.
I don't believe in marriage, mama.
You don't believe in marriage? That's interesting. We didn't discuss that part. So you don't?
It's just a signature.
Just a signature.
A paper. I think ain't nothing gonna change. Like I ain't finna sign a paper and that's gonna make me love you no more. Like I love you already. Like I'm gonna say like I'm gonna love you a little bit more because I signed this paper.
Right.
No,
I think it's more of a business. I honestly think marriage is more for white. I'm not white. I mean rich.
I just don't understand because it's built off divorce. Like why you ain't entitled to a lot of stuff when you sign this paper? You're entitled to more if you get divorced. Like it's more laws based upon divorce than marriage. So you know I think it's based upon divorce.
Kind of sounds like some politics. So this question says, how does it feel to come from the hood and be able to live life instead of sticking to the hood?
How does it feel to come from the hood and live life? Well, I mean, I don't be think I be living life. I just be doing me. Like I still be in the hood. Like if you ride down Main Street or ride through West Tampa, you liable to see me. On a Friday night, you gonna see me. I still be in the hood, but you know I get what they asking, like being able to leave and come back and stuff like that. It's a good feeling, but it's a bad feeling. Like everything got its pros and cons. Because yeah, I'm seeing this stuff. I'm seeing different stuff, and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
But you kind of get to a point where you be like, I don't want to be the only one witness this stuff. Like
Right.
I want my friends to come witness
Right.
this shit. Like I know what you've been through, bro. Like I want you to come see something different.
Right.
So at times it's a good feeling, but it's also like damn, like I wish my niggas could see this shit too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got niggas in prison that I wish can. Like in Iceland, I was laying in a room just looking out the window, like at the snow. And I'm just like, damn, I wonder what my niggas Snoop doing. I wonder what Tune doing. Like, I wonder if my niggas still up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. I hope my niggas alright. So, you know, I be wanting my partners to come see that shit too.
What motivates you, and when you fall off track, what puts you back on?
What motivate me? Shit, just waking up. If I wake up, I'm good. Like, if anybody asks me how you doing, like I don't never say I'm alright, I'm good. First thing I'm alive. Cause as long as I'm alive, I can make something shake. If I wake up in the morning, like I'm gonna be motivated. Like I ain't finna wake up and be in no down mood. Like nah, I done woke up today. And when I do get off track, just seeing my kids like smile, cause my kids don't know nothing that I go through. Like they just want to smile and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know that's a pure soul keep me like on track. Not even just my kids, like homeless people. You could be having a bad day and run across some homeless people and you be like, damn, they ain't got nothing like near as I got, and they still able to smile.
Yeah.
Like they don't got no family, they ain't got nowhere to. They don't know where their next meal coming from, and they just out there smiling, laughing, cracking jokes, and you be like, I ain't finna sit up here mad. Like it's people going through worse shit than me and
Right.
having a good time.
Right. So this one says, what made you change your religion and why you chose it?
I never really changed my religion. Like I never had a religion from the start. I honestly say, like I have seeked into different religions, like to see what fits me best, which I feel like everybody should, because if we just do what somebody tell us to do it, that don't necessarily mean that's the right thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think you said something about that on your page the other day. Just because somebody like brought you up a certain way, that doesn't necessarily mean it's right.
Right.
Because it's a lot of people that mean you closed-minded to learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the only way that you know what fits you is if you go read
yourself,
and
yeah.
you see for yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you do what best fits you. So,
That's
you know, I have read from a Quran before. My daddy a Muslim. I got a cousin that's Hebrew like. So I have listened to him talk
Mm-hmm.
and heard what he said.
None of that.
I mean, no. I don't got nothing against it. I got my daddy a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I don't tell you don't make salah. I don't tell you don't pray. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
You just respect everybody.
Just respect me when I do my thing.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, you know.
So this one says, why does he drink drugs knowing the side effects?
Why you have sex knowing the side effects? Like, it ain't. I was told as a child, nothing is a problem. A drug ain't a problem until you can't support it no more. If I have to start coming to you asking you, hey, buy me this, buy me some liquor, buy me some weed, because I ain't got it, that's a problem.
Okay. I mean, everybody had their vices.
Yeah, you know.
Yours just so happened to be
An expensive drug.
So that's expensive?
Hell yeah. That's why I say I wouldn't advise nobody to drink it. Like,
how much would you say you spend on that?
Nah. Just say lean between 150 and 175 a line for some purple. It's about 200.
And the line is like
an ounce. And it's like 200 a line for some red. So.
How many lines are in that?
It's like 2 lines.
Two lines in that. And how often would you say you drink?
So this is a $300 drink.
How often would you say you drink that?
I drink when I'm feeling good. I feel good a lot, so. But
I done seen you like back to back.
Yeah, I be back to back sometime with it. Sometimes.
So it's comfortable to say about 1,000 a week, maybe. Possibly. You liable. Oh man. Next question. How he get fine? Will he stop drinking? I need him.
I'm gonna stop drinking one day though.
You gonna stop? Have you ever tried? Well, like
yeah, I don't go through nothing. Like I don't drink a lot though. I don't drink a lot like people think. Mm-hmm. But when I drink, I drink. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, if I post a cup on Instagram, it could be apple juice and that bit. Big gonna still think it's lean. So a lot of the times when I'm drinking regular stuff, people don't think it's lean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And so it's a lot of times when people like, damn, all he do is drink. Like, nah, I don't even be lean all the time.
That's true. That's true.
But I mean, I just don't be caring to say,
if I ever see you with a
juice.
soda, I'm be like, alright, that's probably. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It might be, you know, but I get what you're saying. This one says, I want to know how he stayed connected to his friends on different paths and focus on his own.
Most of my friends was in prison. Like when I was in college, like all my friends was in prison. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I can't leave my friends out to dry while I'm the only one out here. So I mean, you know, I gotta stay connected. Like I'm writing them. When I come home on break, I'm going to see them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to. Like that's mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was able to stay connected with them. And you know that built up. Like, you know, anybody that done went through a tough time and whoever was there for them, they gonna remember that. True. So you know, we gonna rock. We've been rocking anyway. So through they tough times, I was there for them. Right. So we gonna always rock out.
This one says, does he still make music?
No, I don't make music. But me and Nelson be in the car, and they always throwing the instrument and we'll freestyle.
So you freestyle?
Yeah, I be freestyling sometimes with the fellas.
I got to hear it. I got to hear. Come on, I got to hear something, man. I love a good freestyle.
I'm retired.
So that brings me, because I have a question about a song you made. The Snake Pussy.
I was a kid, man. I wouldn't dare do no shit like that right now.
What really was it? The Bulls?
We was hiding the building. Yeah, it was the Bulls.
It was the Bulls. Do you regret putting it out?
I apologize. For real. I got daughters now, so I see shit totally different, you feel me? Like, I was a kid, I probably was like 13 years old.
Oh, really?
I was the youngest one. I was the youngest one out of all of us.
Okay.
You feel me? And it wasn't even, we ain't had no motive, we ain't had no reason of doing it.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't did nothing to us.
Just putting it.
We just like, fuck it. Like, let's do it. And I'm the youngest one, let's do it. We did it.
You was ready.
But actually, we made the song, and the song was never supposed to got out.
Somebody leaked it?
I don't know how. I don't know. Either the dude that used to record us, either he leaked it, but I don't think he leaked it. But I think one of us got it on the CD, and we probably left it in somebody's car after listening to it, and somebody got that bitch and
hit the streets.
Yeah.
Okay, he apologized.
I apologize.
He apologized.
I'm sorry.
What's going to be his next adventure? He really inspired me to chase my dreams.
Oh no, man. My next adventure. Man, I'm trying to go to Switzerland or Australia.
Damn, that's
like
crazy. You said that. Australia always been one of my.
I'm trying to go to Sydney. Whatever
I swear to God, Australia always been on my list, man. I got to get to Australia.
I'm going one of these
I got
days.
to get there. I want. There's something about it. I think it's the kangaroos too. I always want to.
I used to watch Animal Planet a lot. Crocodile dudes. So I just always be like, boy, why we get some money? I'm gonna go to that then.
Okay. How did he feel when he survived that bad asthma attack when he was in college?
See, that's somebody that personally know me. Like, whoever asked that question, they personally know me. But after that, I was never scared of death. Like,
To walk us through it.
So, like, somebody ate an edible. We had just got done working out. And they ate an edible. And I was laughing. And I was laughing so hard that I threw up. So when I threw up, I'm like, damn. And I felt like my chest getting tighter. And they was like, you alright? I'm like, nah. They like, you want me to call the police? I'm like, nah. They're like, why? I'm like, there was a reason why. Like, nah, don't do it. So I'm like, fuck that. Call the police. Just make sure you lock the door. Make sure they get me from outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember getting in the ambulance and getting to do my mom and them. Like, man, I was in California.
You was in California?
I was out there by myself.
For real?
Yeah.
Was that scary?
Nah. I mean, shit happened so fast. It's just like, I woke up like 2 days later. It was 2 days later I woke up.
Really?
Yeah.
You got asthma like that? Like,
Yeah.
Damn.
And my friend that died, Keon, he had went through that before when he was in the county. And I was younger, like ignorant. So when he went through that and they pronounced him dead, when he called, when I came back home and he was telling me, I was like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. You lying. Nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing happened to you. So he used to call me periodically during college because he was like, you know, let you do your thing. Like as soon as I woke up, like I was able to breathe on my own. Like when I got my phone, as soon as I cut that bitch on, he was calling me.
For real?
Like nobody in Tampa knew. Like the ambulance dude, he never called my mama no nothing. As soon as I cut my phone on, he was calling that bitch. He was like, hey bro, I'm calling to check up on you. I ain't heard from you. I'm like, hey bro, you remember that time you told me about that shit? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, I'm sorry for laughing at you. He like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, I just went through that shit.
Damn.
He was like, man, I told you, bro. He was like, I told you to take care of yourself.
Damn.
But he ended up passing later on from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, so that shit is deep for y'all.
Yeah.
Asthma.
But lean help with your asthma. Respiratory. For real.
Okay.
I mean, you know, people that got asthma, breathing problems, they cough a lot.
Okay. Cough syrup. Okay.
I don't get sick.
Okay. You on to something there. Okay. Okay.
I got an excuse, man.
Yeah. Okay. This say, we already answered that one. We decided to go to college. Was he scared when the feds got his homeboy?
Nah. I was alright.
You was alright.
I was in college. I was playing ball. I'm scared for. I was scared for my partners. Like, damn. But you know, I was young. I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ain't know how serious. Like I play ball.
Yeah.
I'm in college right now.
That's
Whatever they got going on in Tampa, I'm all the way on the other side of the world.
Somebody say why he broke his last girlfriend heart.
I ain't break nobody heart. That's my partner. I don't know why people think. That's my partner.
Did he really stop talking to his other homeboy because he found out he was gay?
That's false.
That's why.
That's false. I ain't never. That was never a situation. And me personally, like the block where we come from, we believe like squad shit is squad shit. And like if you ain't squad, you wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know about
so you know, it's a lot of people that say shit like that, but that was never the case. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
They want to know what happened to a specific female.
Who?
Chink.
Oh, that's my partner. That's why they said I broke her heart.
Okay,
I ain't break
okay.
her heart. That's my, you know, like I can honestly say like she ain't got nothing bad to say about me. I ain't got nothing bad to say about her. Like, we good terms. You know what I'm saying?
So you guys parted ways?
Kinda, but it's friendship.
Was it like a mutual, or
Yeah.
are you comfortable saying what?
Yeah, it was mutual. Like, it wasn't nobody did nothing bad. Like, ain't nobody get caught doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It just agreed to you know.
That's a mature thing, because you don't hear breakups like that.
Yeah,
right?
but that's why it never like hit the fan, because it wasn't nothing, nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, she still get my daughters and stuff like that. My daughter still talk to her. Like, it ain't nothing, like no beef or nothing like that.
Is he with the girl he promotes the pajamas with?
Nah, that's my partner. Like, when it comes to business, I believe self-promotion is the best promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, shit, we promoting pajamas, so that's sleepwear. So, you know, with the visuals, at first I was like, damn, I hope nobody don't. I was like, fuck that, man. It is what it is. As long as men, you know the situation, that's all that matters. But it ain't nothing.
But to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the way y'all put that out, it was a great marketing tactic, because, you know, y'all kept it on the wraps and then y'all just dropped it, and everybody like sending it, because it's like, damn.
But you knew. No, I'm trying to say, you knew though. She was supposed to be there. She was supposed to be there.
I was saying, I was. That was my mama's birthday stuff, and it was a lot going on, and she told me late though, and I hadn't got booked, and I was like, damn. I'm the type of person, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't giving you no refund. If I ain't got to, you ain't getting no money back.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was just one of them little situations. It was a lot going on, but yeah.
But I mean, I look at that baby like, damn, what we look like we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I you know, like
I sold it.
Yeah, like, damn,
boy, that
bitch look good though.
You might need to take some acting skills.
Yeah.
The next one was, what would he say his biggest flaw, because he just so fine. That even got to do with it.
Man, honestly, when it comes to flaws, I wouldn't necessarily say I got no flaws. I'm not perfect, but most of my flaws would probably be good flaws. Like, you know, all my flaws, it'll be like something that everybody got. Mm-hmm. But mine may be, like, I'm a street guy. I got a attitude. Mm-hmm. You know, I can have an attitude, like if somebody, but that's with anybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I got a low tolerance for zero, you feel me? Like, I have a fucking attitude at times. That's just me. But that's not necessarily a flaw. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's just natural.
It just come from the streets. Like, street nigga, like, yeah, you push that button, it is what it is. You feel me?
So the next one is, what is his occupation?
Complicated. Complicated. I sell dogs. I'm a father for a living, man.
Period. Do he believe in spirits? His religion, and do he believe in spirits? It's a path I'm on and would like his persecution.
Yeah, I believe in spirits. Most definitely.
Did he go to No, I ain't gonna ask you that. Somebody wants to know why you blocked them.
Why I blocked them? Probably on some fuck shit.
Look, you wanna know why you blocked them?
Probably on some fuck shit. I don't be with the bullshit. Cause I don't be fucking with nobody, man. So if you come on the bullshit, like...
They say, what type of girls do you like?
What type of girls I like? I like regular girls, honestly. I like a girl totally different from me. I don't want no hood girl. Like, I want my girl to be like a nurturing woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no. I like regular girls, just regular. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a household of old people, so I like, you know, old fashioned, like a young girl with a mature mind, with old fashioned ways, kind of. Cause I'm old fashioned, like I ain't. So, you know, like a nurturing girl, like my grandma, not like my mama, like my grandma.
When and how did he find out? Well, we already discussed that. How was the pledging process? We talked about that. What's something he hates about himself and something he really loves about himself?
What I love about myself, the fact that I'm a good father. Like that's a main priority. And one thing though that I hate about myself probably be I take on like a lot of tasks when it comes to like my loved ones, and I be trying to fulfill like everything, and sometimes I just gotta tell myself like can't do everything. Like
yeah, that must be a sad thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
crazy.
And like I be having like 20 things to do a day, and I'm trying to do all this shit.
That's crazy.
And I just be trying, and then I can't. I be feeling like, damn, I done let. And then they be like, bro, it ain't even that serious. You feel me? Like I already know you came through 1,000 other times, so you ain't. But I just be trying like to fulfill like all my loved ones. Like if I can, like I try to extend my hand further than it can go.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's interesting. Is he single?
I'm single.
Is he really a disappointment in bed?
Maybe. Find out.
Why he got so many damn hoes? He putting that woo on him.
I'm definitely ain't using no woo for no females.
What made him choose IFA and his damn occupation? Because he stayed gone.
I'm not IFA. I'm
That's something different.
Yeah, it's on the same. It's along the same guidelines, but I'm not IFA. I'm Santeria, so it's not much of a difference, but it's a difference.
What is the beads?
Aleques?
Yeah.
They basically represents different orishas.
Okay.
So depending on the orisha and their colors, whatever path you on, it'll be the color of the aleques.
Okay. Do they have certain meanings to them?
Yeah, they identified as different orishas. So whatever they represent.
What are the orishas like?
Guardian angels, spirits, like.
Okay. Nothing really. But I do want him to listen to Alicia Keys. You Don't Know My Name.
I do listen to Alicia Keys. I know that song. I listen to most slow music. I listen to most slow music than rap music. I don't listen to rap music. I listen to most slow music than anything. My kids, that's what I grew up listening to, slow music. So my grandma's them didn't listen to rap music. So I came in the house listening to straight slow music. So that's why all the songs I play in the Chevy it be slow music.
You had a slow your little mixtape. Oh, well, not mixtape, but when we had the Chevy and you put the music on, I'm like, okay, hold on, you might need to send me the playlist.
Yeah, man.
You
Straight slow jams, man. That's it.
What type of women is he attracted to? Where do he see himself in 5 years? His biggest goal?
I don't really do goals. In 5 years, shit, hopefully I'm here. Ain't no telling, man. So, I ain't even worried about 5 years. Shit, I'm a nigga. I'm a young. I don't even like saving because I don't know if I'm gonna be here like that. Fuck that bag up. I don't know if I'm gonna be here saving all this shit for, and I'm gonna be gone tomorrow.
Right.
You feel me?
It.
I tell people, man. I tell my people, listen. If I leave 200,000, my mama know it. If I leave, y'all can send me out with 10, man. Send me with 10. Like, I done hustled all that. Hey, send me with 10. Wherever I get where I'm going, the line gonna be long. Heaven line long, but hell line a little longer. I'm trying to pay VIP. Ain't no use of being down here balling and your ass up there in the regular line. VIP, man.
VIP.
I got shit to do when I get back there. I got people to see. I don't like saving, man. I don't really do goals, man.
Now I would like to know growing up, did you have any influences?
Yeah, I had a lot of influences,
Who
but
would you
my
say?
main influence was my mama.
Your mama.
Cause that's the first person I seen turn shit to sugar. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't look outside my door for influence when there's somebody here making shit happen. Like I'm watching her make shit happen. This shit hard, but tomorrow is better, and it's getting better and better as the years go. So that's my main influence, like my mama.
Okay. Do you have any influences now that you like gained as you grew as an adult?
Most of my influence now be homeless people. Like
Why?
homeless people from my neighborhood.
Why do you say that?
That's why I find myself like talking to the most. Like you see, like on my Instagram, I be bullshitting with more homeless people than, you know what I'm saying. I learn a lot from homeless people.
There was this guy you used to post all the time.
That's my cousin Rep.
Rep, yeah. Where you been?
My boy in prison. He coming home soon though.
Oh no!
My boy coming home, man.
He was a.
That nigga not homeless though. He not homeless. That nigga not homeless.
Well, I just remember you used to always.
Y'all call that nigga homeless if y'all ever see that nigga fine, yeah. Nigga ain't homeless. Like, I always got, long as it's West Tampa up, he got somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? That's who I find myself like conversating with, more homeless people. Like, when we all go outside, when I go to West Temple, like we all out there, but I'm to the side probably fucking with the homeless people, laughing and kikiing. You know what I'm saying? They tell me they ain't got no pride issues. Like, shit, what they gonna sit here and lie to me for?
Right.
Like, he know I sleep outside. He know I ain't got this. So they ain't got no reason to lie to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather sit there and talk to somebody that gonna give me blood raw than be having to be sitting here lying to me, making shit seem better than what it is. At least they gonna tell me how not to get where they at.
I always say that you can always learn from somebody in a bad situation. You know, people like don't take advice, but it's like
shit, I ain't
you
never
can tell
seen
me what not to do.
I ain't never seen a homeless person hate on a regular nigga.
Right.
Like,
any advice that you can give to the youth that may come from where you come from, or you know, have similar upbringings, or anything.
I'm gonna give them the same advice that I would have gave the younger me. Like, don't make this shit harder than what it gotta be. My mom used to always ask me, like, do you think your life hard, or do you think you made it hard? And basically, like, I made this shit hard because I did a lot of shit that I ain't necessarily have to do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of people just like to test the waters, like, oh, they told me don't do this, but I'm finna do it anyways. And that shit be hard. And it's like, damn, I really ain't have to do it, but I still just did it just to do it. So, you know, it's a lot of kids out here doing shit that they ain't gotta do. You ain't gotta do that shit. Like, and you making your life harder. You making your mama life harder.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? That was the reason, like, I stopped clubbing. One of the reasons why. Because, like, it's like 2012. Like, a lot of people used to be like, what they gonna do to them when they catch them. And, still that same mentality. Alright, I'm coming. I'm going out. They say when they catch me, they gonna do, alright, I'm in the bar. And I'm gonna be clean. So you gonna kill me, I'm gonna be dead fresh when you catch me. Man. I'm gonna be cleaner than a bit. So, like, my grandma used to, like, if I went out, my grandma would call me in the morning, 7 in the morning when the sun come up. And if I don't answer, like, then she going ham. Like, somebody gotta get, like, because people telling her, like, oh, they saying they gonna kill that Kevin when they catch her. So she's scared. So I used to have to set an alarm for in the morning, like. So if I'm in the bed with a girl, like, I said, oh, hey, grandma, I'm good. So I was like, bro, I gotta keep doing all that type of shit. Like, bro, it just ain't for me. Man. Like, my grandma's scared. I'm gonna just give my grandma and my mama some peace. Like, I ain't even gotta go to that shit.
That's deep.
That's one of the reasons why I don't club.
Wow. That's dope.
Keep my people at ease. When people be shooting up bars and shit, my mama don't even be worrying. My mama don't call me.
Does she know
Cause
you
like, shit, I know my baby ain't know. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just keep my mama and my grandmother at ease.
Okay.
You know, my baby mamas, they got, but I'm pretty sure they care about their child father, like, if we need him. You know what I'm saying? For our kids. So, you know, I just don't make this shit harder than what it gotta be, man.
Right. Kayla. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming. Appreciate you talking to me. We done talked. I don't know. We done been a little minute.
When Kicking It with Kev come, she most definitely gonna be on there. And she gonna get the business. Any questions y'all wanna ask me about her, I'm asking them. I'm asking them. And Kicking It with Kev drop.
Listen. I got the same response he got now.
We gon' look, there it is.
I'm gonna answer your question, but I might not answer like you want me to. Hey,
gonna be on that.
I'm definitely on that. I can't wait. I'm ready. I'm ready, but I appreciate you for coming through though. Thank you. We gonna hit up the hood one of these days. Just let me know when you gonna.
Listen, she had the most exclusive footage in my neighborhood of me. Like,
yeah, I dropped the ball
3-4 years ago.
I dropped the ball.
Like exclusive, like we out there gambling like a regular typical day.
Oh, and paper.
And the way we gamble in West Tampa, and they was letting her know like what type of dude I am. Like the guy we spoke on, Shoot They that got killed, his big brother was on there. Snoop brother was on there. Well, Snoop is Shoot Their youngest brother, okay. But they oldest brother was the one. Mm-hmm. Freaky Ty was on there, which is Toon brother. Mm-hmm. Snoop and Toon the ones with 20 years. So she had the rawest footage, bro.
I did,
and I just seen a snippet of it. Actually.
You did?
Yeah, I just seen a snippet of it.
Yeah, I'm mad about that too. I'm mad about that, cause that's kind of the style and approach. You were actually gonna be my first one. You were gonna be the first person that I was gonna do this with, and I was like,
yeah, he told me that y'all talked, and she was like, man, K-Love like the reason why.
Yeah, you were. I'm not even gonna lie. And I was like, I used to follow you, and then I'm like, you hear stuff back in the day, about, and then I just started seeing your transition. I'm like, damn, that's real interesting. That's a story, and that's something worth talking about. Like, you get what I'm saying? And it just seemed like you had a good level head, and I'm just like, I'm really intrigued. But I would also always see you back in the hood. So I'm like, this is something I need to see this. I need the world to see this. I want more people to be aware of stuff like this. Then the youth see stuff that you can come from here and make it there, and you ain't always gotta gang bang and you even if you started out you can always change your surroundings. You can always make it better. But you interested.
Interesting side of town though. That's the most tri-cultural neighborhood in Tampa. Like, it's all the island people on that side of town. So like,
it's a lot of Spanish.
Yeah, Cubans.
Yeah.
Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto Rican. Like that's that
think
side of town.
I never thought
so
about it.
So it's like we different on that side of town.
Yeah.
When you say West Tampa, it's only one West Tampa. When you say East Tampa, it's like 30 hoods in East Tampa. It's only one West Tampa. Only way to get to West Tampa is you gotta cross a bridge. Like, we on the island, like, we different. That whole hood different. Like, most of the language in Tampa come from our side of town. Like, that's being real.
Y'all roll deep too, boy.
When you say East Tampa, it's like different hoods in East Tampa. When you say what, it's only one West Tampa.
Yeah, that's true.
So we different, man.
That is true. Y'all stick out.
Y'all niggas different, man. You gotta cross that bridge to get there.
Exit 42, huh?
Most definitely.
Exit 42.
Most definitely.
You the king of that. What made you start that?
I wouldn't say, because like when they started building the walls up high on the interstate, it was like they was trying to hide the projects from like people that was coming in town. So like damn, why they don't want to. And then people still get off on the wrong exit trying to get downtown. And they'll be done got right in the hood and be like, hey, how we get downtown? Yeah, we got off
one wrong time.
Exit 42 now, yeah, no. It ain't hard to find out. Yeah, get off on that wrong turn. Well, yeah, it's in the project. For real.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. It just wrapped that whole exit like that was a way to bring our whole hood together. Yeah. Because our hood segregated. Like, it's different spots in our hood. But when it's so many people now that just say exit 42. So that kind of brought our hood together.
Yeah. So that's dope. And then I like what you're doing with the Father's Day bashes.
Oh yeah, and I don't even celebrate holidays.
Yeah. So yeah, cause my girl, she mentioned something. She was like, "How you gonna post that man? Don't tell him happy birthday." And I'm like, "Well, from my understanding, I don't think he celebrated his birthday."
It don't matter about no birthday.
Yeah.
Like, it's just another day. I want to smoke cigars. Some shit I do every day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cause
So
she said that, but I was like, I don't know. I don't want to say it, and he don't believe in it. I don't know what.
It don't matter.
You know, I just left it open.
But I honestly, a lot of people be like, "Well, if you don't celebrate holidays, why you throw that?" But it's like, I think fathers is different for black people. Like, it's cool, like, it's normal to have a mama, but it's rare to have a father. So I tell my partners happy Father's Day on the regular. Like, I might lead this, but hey, boy, happy Father's Day, bro, because that's some shit we do every day. Know what I'm saying?
So not just on that month, that day, that in particular,
like on a regular. Like, if I fuck with you, like, happy Father's Day. Like, if I say, well, happy Father's Day, like, cause that shit is something we do every day. You can't.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Why celebrate it one day? But I feel like I only throw that because it's a lot of young, it's a lot of young dudes out here that should take pride in being a father. Like, enjoy that day. If you do celebrate holidays and you take, like, enjoy that day. You feel me? Because it's rare for kids to have fathers.
Yeah.
So many babies going to funerals nowadays.
Yeah.
Daddy's getting killed.
Yeah.
If you got a father figure in your life or a father, like, embrace that. You know what I'm saying? As a man, take pride in that shit.
That's facts. That's facts.
So that's why, you know, it's normal to have a mama.
But that was a beautiful event, though. Big ups to that, because I did see a lot of fathers out there with their kids. And
no, definitely.
that was nice. No violence. It was
no
packed.
baby mama drama. No none of that.
It was a nice thing. You gonna do it every year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it every year.
That's
so this year, we probably gonna take it to Al Lopez so it can be big. It's bigger and the police won't break it up.
Okay.
So we gonna start taking them to Al Lopez. They gonna let us get the whole park with the permit. So that's how we gonna start rocking.
Okay. So y'all serious?
Yeah. We're gonna do it the right way.
Yeah,
like the old school dudes from West Tampa, like that's what they be on. Like, hey, love, like, if you gonna do it the right way, so they can't be breaking it up.
Okay.
Like the older dudes like to see shit like that.
And since I saw my daddy out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, I like what you doing for my idea. He's like, this my people.
At the same time though, so many people was like, thank you, because if they wouldn't have went there, they would have went to Wildwood and they got shot up.
Yeah.
Remember they're like, boy, you probably saved a lot of people lives.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, it was like a massacre out there. That's crazy. So I'm happy you did that though. That was a good deed. That was a good thing. That was a good moment. It was nice. It was a nice vibe out there. You know, I came out for a little bit, but yeah, that was a good thing. And I hope you keep that going, and you know, all your little endeavors. I wish you well. Wish you success. You know, more life.
I'm alive, man. I'm gonna be alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be alright.
I like your chain.
Oh yeah, man.
You got to update that picture now. You got to get moments forever in there now.
Oh, these can change.
Yeah, you got to get some. You got to put my work up in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. That's your baby girls.
Yeah, my girls. Say another word for father is another word for love.
That's dope.
And then they got my grandma and my mama.
That's dope. How did you get the nickname Love?
They came from my dad. That's my daddy nickname.
That's your daddy nickname.
And a lot of women think it got something to do with like sexual, but it's a street term. So like they said, my daddy don't sell drugs no more, so we can speak on it. But my daddy was like the only nigga in the hood that had worked for any price: a quarter, 50 cents, 75 cents, $1, $2.
He was getting it all.
So the homeless dude. It's a homeless dude from my neighborhood, and he's still around. And he's like, boy, you be showing love.
Okay.
Like, and he started calling him Love, K-Love. That's how we got the nickname.
Okay.
My daddy used to show love in the streets. Now look at me. Showing love in the streets.
Okay.
So that's how that nickname came about. It ain't got nothing to do
with it. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, okay. Because people see you, they think it's, that's because he got
women.
Yeah.
No, it ain't none of that.
Okay, that's deep. That's dope. Because some people, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of, they're like, selling you no
Yeah. Man.
I ain't chopping my.
It ain't none of that, man. That's one dude, dog. My daddy. That's like I'm gonna interview him on my first podcast. Him and my mama.
Now that's gonna be dope.
It's kicking it with Kel, so the first one gonna be who is Kel. Like,
yeah.
I got both of my parents to hear to tell that shit, like how
That's dope.
I came about.
That's dope.
So y'all gonna get to me like he a sharp dude, and he'll tell you ass quick like shit. Quarters add up to $1.
Hey.
So
hey,
why won't I take the quarters?
I ain't gonna lie. People be telling me like my photo shoot price, they like you need to go up. I'm like, nah, I know my people.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be able to experience this moment, and that shit add up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'd rather have a lot going on for a little bit than have a lot that ain't really doing too much.
But that's what I be telling people too, is like because they're so cheap, they book up so quick. But when they do that, I'm self-advertising. You get what I'm saying?
Gotta
because
be from the streets to understand it though.
You get what I'm saying? Like they gonna come get this photo shoot, and from them, I might get about 5 more people that might get 5 more each.
See,
and if the love is gonna
that's a
spread,
street mentality though.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not losing out on any way, shape, or form to do this for them at that rate.
She just cutting out all for photo. Like if you take pictures, you just fuck right now. She fuck. She beating you all around the board.
Okay, I'm for real. It ain't about like that huge, cause I mean I can set it, but it's like nah, that ain't I like to stay, but I'm gonna wrap it up, cause we gonna keep going. We gonna say this for your show. We gonna say this for the podcast.
I'm a grill ass when she come on that.
I'm ready. I'm ready.